Hey guys, this is Heather. So it is July and we have decided to make July Veggie Burger Month around here. I know Monday was Canada Day for my Canadian friends and yesterday was July 4th for my friends in the States. And July is about getting outside and using the barbecue more than our kitchens because we don't want to get our kitchen too hot. So veggie burgers are a little bit tricky to make for the barbecue, but I'm going to show you a homemade recipe today for a veggie burger. We're going to use some cooked lentils and cooked quinoa, and I wanted to season them with chipotle pepper and some smoked paprika to give it a little smoky, spicy flavor to go with whatever you might be putting on the grill. And I'm going to bake them because I don't have my barbecue set up, but I'll tell you some of my tips on how to put veggie burgers on the barbecue without having them fall apart into the grill, because that sucks. Now, I have shown you various veggie burger techniques over the years. Today we're going to use simply a bowl and a potato masher. I've been pretty partial to this potato masher lately. It's one of those really solid metal ones, and so you can get a really good texture going with that. So it's chunky, but it sticks together and it's not too mushy. So I've got some pre-cooked lentils. I actually cooked these for the veggie burgers that I made for Canada Day earlier this week. So let's just make it really simple and just do a cup of cooked lentils and a cup of cooked quinoa. And I've got some tri-colored quinoa so it'll look nice and pretty. And then I'm just gonna mash these together. Quinoa is one of the trickier grains to do a veggie burger with because it cooks fairly dry and it's not inherently sticky. So I like millet, buckwheat, maybe some short grain brown rice. But there are some other tricks we can use to make our veggie burgers stick together. So now that we've got that base, and I'm gonna make this that's gonna be my base. I'm not gonna put any actual veggies in my burgers today, just to keep it simple. So to make this stick together, I'm gonna make a tahini dressing. So I'm just gonna take a 1/4 cup of this tahini, put it in a bowl, and to that I will add a 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. You could use brown rice vinegar, you could use white wine vinegar, and then we're gonna whisk this together, trying not to spill as much as you can, until it becomes very thick and creamy. So you can see that's now super thick. And normally if I was making this as a salad dressing, I would thin it out at this point, but because we're using it in our veggie burgers, I want to leave it thick. That's going to be basically our binder. So to this, I am going to add some chipotle chili pepper. Now you could use chili powder, regular chili powder if you prefer. Some smoked paprika, which adds an amazing flavor. If you don't have smoked paprika, then probably leave that out. You could try some roasted cumin, which I've found lately and gives a nice flavor as well. This is garlic powder for some savoriness, and some onion powder also for the savory kick. And I like to use soy sauce or tamari as my salt in veggie burgers because it brings saltiness and it also brings savoriness. And it won't taste like soy sauce, it's just a background flavor. So this looks awesome. I'm gonna taste it. It's smoky, spicy, tangy. It's really good. So I'm just gonna dump that into my mixture and then we can mash it up again, or you can stir it in. You want it to be at the point where it'll stick together when you press it. into like a patty shape. All right, I know I said I wasn't gonna put any veggies in here, but I couldn't help myself because I turned around and realized I had some parsley that really needed to be used up, and I thought it would be perfect to just fold into the batter here. All right, so that is ready to go. Now you can fry these, in which case you would use a little bit of olive oil in your pan and fry them, or you can bake them, which is what I'm gonna do. And all I'm going to do is I've got my baking sheet that's lined with parchment paper. It is not necessary to use the parchment paper, but it does help your burgers not stick to the pan, which means you can clean up easier afterwards. Or you can barbecue these. Now these are sticking together really well, so I think these would do fine right straight on the grill. You'd want to spray it with some oil to make sure that they don't stick, because when you try to go underneath them and flip them, they may stick on one side. So the other option is, what I normally do is I have an old baking sheet that I use on the barbecue, so I would just do them exactly like I'm doing here and put them on the barbecue with the lid closed, which essentially acts like an oven. The other thing you can do is you can freeze these. So just as they are right now, you could freeze them uncooked, or you could fry them first and then freeze them, and then you just put them on the grill frozen, in which case they will definitely hold together really well. So I'm gonna put these in the oven at 350, and we'll see how long they take to cook. There they are, all done and ready to go. I did these for 30 minutes in the oven, so I expect they'd probably take 20 minutes on the barbecue if you had it on medium high. And frying would probably be about 5 minutes per side. Let me taste a corner on its own. See, that is so tasty, all on its own. This is my goal with veggie burgers, is to make a veggie burger that does not even need condiments. Ooh. Now this has a little bit more spice lingering than I would normally do, but you know what? I really like it. So I would put this on top of a bed of kale with a scoop of hummus on top, because I'm weird. Now, you guys have probably never seen me use a regular bun in a video, because I don't normally, but I got these for Canada Day to serve to my friends, and I had one left over, so I thought I would show you, because I normally do veggie burgers on a salad so that I can have two, because that's how I like to do things. But it makes a nicer photo when you have a veggie burger on a bun, doesn't it? So, so veggie burger, I'm gonna do a little bit of ketchup. The natural and the organic ones don't have high fructose corn syrup, which is a lovely thing to not have in yourself. I'm putting some kale on here, lettuce, also lovely, and I ran out of bigger tomatoes, so I'm doing some cherry tomatoes. They're not going to stay on very well. This is going to be a great messy thing to eat. And then there you go. Veggie burgers ready to go. Lovely with a side of homemade fries or sweet potato fries, or if you wanted to do something easier, maybe some corn tortilla chips with salsa or guacamole, or both. So I want to hear how you are going to enjoy your veggie burgers. Let me know in the comments down below what you're pairing them with, what kind of toppings you like, how you like to arrange your burger, and what you want to put with these. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you want more, there is a whole playlist of my best veggie burger recipes, so you can check out some other ideas. And we're gonna keep veggie burgers going all month with recipes and nutrition chats and whatnot, all related to veggie burgers. So be sure to subscribe and click for notifications so that you know when I next post. All right, have a happy, healthy, veggie burger filled day, and we'll talk next week. Bye!